Hello again. Another story. This is quite relevant in today's atmosphere. It's called the domino effect. I hope you enjoy it. I was early. There weren't that many in the social club. The carpet smelt of stale beer and was sticky underfoot. The barman smiled. Evening, Bob. Pint, please, Jimmy. And the dominoes, thanks. Drink in hand, I sat at our usual table, tipped the dominoes out and supped my pint and waited for the others. My elder brother Gary was the first, then my younger brother Terry joined us. We talked about our week and waited for Uncle Sid to turn up. Our mum had died giving birth to Terry. I remember a woman coming to live in our house, and one day I called her Mum. But she said, I'm not your mum. Call me Aunt Cynthia. Dad died when I was about 10. Cynthia disappeared. I remember her parting words as she packed her suitcase. I'm not being lumbered with 3 kids. It looked like we'd all end up in care. That's when this man turned up. I'm your Uncle Sid, and I'm here to look after you. There was always a meal on the table, help with homework, nursing when we were ill, cleaning, ironing, laundry. That had been over 20 years ago. He had raised us. He wasn't just a friend, he was family, even though we found out later that Dad or Mum had no brothers. Uncle Sid sat down with his pint, rattled the dominoes and picked his tiles. The pint slid down a treat. Terry won. Our glasses were empty. He said, same again, and we all agreed. Uncle Sid pulled out a £50 note. The drinks are on me tonight. I've got something important to tell you all. Terry, can you get us all double brandies as well as pints? Terry looked shocked. We all did. Placing the drinks in front of us, Terry jokingly said, You won the lottery then, Uncle Sid? Yes, I have. I have won about 5 million quid. We looked incredulous. He saw the scepticism on our faces. Honestly, I did win. Well, we cheered, toasted his good health, and downed our brandies. We played another game. I was made up for Uncle Sid. He never seemed to go anywhere or have anything. We always took him with us if we visited a stately home or went for a picnic. We never left him out of any events. He enjoyed being one of the family. After a few more games, he said, Thank you for toasting my health. That means a lot to me. I've got a brain tumour and it doesn't look very good for me. We were ashen. No one spoke till I said, There must be something they can do. Not here, no. Get the drinks in, someone. We played the next game in silence till Uncle Sid said, They can't do anything here, but they reckon they can in Australia. We looked at him in hope. That's brilliant, we all said. Uncle Sid continued, So I'm leaving the UK and going to live in Australia. I'll be flying out in 2 days' time, Thursday morning, Qantas. Cured or not, I'll not be coming back. Our table exploded. We all protested. I can take some time off work. You'll need someone to look after you. There's no need. With all that money, I can get the best care. You've all got families. I wouldn't want you to come halfway around the world for me. I got angry. We wouldn't be a family if you hadn't looked after us. When Dad died, we would have been put into care. You must let one of us come with you. Please, let's just have a good drink and a game of dominoes. My mind's made up. I don't want any fuss. Uncle Sid reached for the dominoes and drew his tiles. Our minds were not on the game. More pints came and double brandies. Uncle Sid placed his last domino and won the game. A smile of satisfaction crossed his face. He drained his pint and started on the double brandy. The reason I'm not coming back is that after what I tell you, you'd not want me to come back. I furrowed my brow. It had been a night of revelation, a cliched roller coaster of emotions. He'd won the lottery, he'd got a dodgy brain tumour, and he was moving to Australia, and we'd never see him again. What would top that? Uncle Sid stood up and put on his flat cap. Years ago, I had a sex change operation. My real name is Mavis Harkness. We sat wide-eyed, looked at him. Uncle Sid drained his glass of brandy and continued, and I'm actually your mother. He left in complete silence. It must have been a good 10 minutes before any of us spoke. The inquiry began. Wow, what a night. We each made our way home. I don't think any of us slept a wink. In the morning, I phoned in sick. Great minds think alike, because Gary and Terry had done the same. We all met up in the local cafe, and after a lot of tea, we formed a plan of action. The taxi turned up. Uncle Sid dragged out his suitcase from the hall for the driver to put in the boot. All three of us stepped out of the shadows. Uncle Sid gasped. He was surprised to see us at 5 a.m. I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you. It would have just complicated things, and I wanted to help. It's okay. We've come to tell you that whether the operation is a success or not, please come home. Your family, and we love you. We watched the taxi drive away, and through the rear window, Mum kept looking back, smiling and waving, till we lost sight of him. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed writing that as well. It's a great story. Well, I think it's great. But if you enjoyed it, click like. If you want to subscribe and click the bell for what comes up future, do so. I'm not bothered. I just want to put these stories down because when I die, all the papers are going to get chucked out. No one wants them. And I just like to share. So enjoy. All the best to you. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.